You know one thing
Those
we're gonna
people
talk
have
about? The bus.
Which one?
The last ride from
Oh.
La Piedra. Oh,
Oh,
my
okay.
god.
But I mean, we made it work
We did.
in the end. What was you mentioning? The bus drive? Oh, the one.
Okay, let's talk about this. This was like our last day in Colombia. So we
We
decided.
stayed for what? Like a week?
I would say so.
Yeah, 7-8
Like,
days,
yeah.
something like that.
So this is like our last day. She said like, oh, there's this place that is super cool, La Piedra. It's actually super pretty. So like, let's go there. If it's like nice weather and
I
stuff.
didn't think Kim is gonna wanna go because it was by bus. And
Okay,
I
but it
thought-
wasn't so far.
It wasn't so far, but I didn't think I'll ever get you back on the bus in Colombia.
I didn't either.
But you actually,
Okay, we usually went out with a card and we took some money, but I have no idea like what's the Colombian money, and like every time we would pay something I was like, how much is this in dollar?
yeah, she was asking me.
Because they were
She
like,
paid, she was like, how much was
2
it?
million pesos. Like I was like, how much is
Johana,
it? I was
how
like,
much is it? $2.
I was like,
Okay.
oh.
Okay.
I was like, you have to pay 10,000 pesos to go to the restroom. She's like, this is 10 cents. I was like, oh,
Okay.
let's buy the bathroom.
Really?
So we got to the bus station. We got the tickets to go because they didn't sell the both ways, like to go and come back.
Yeah.
So we got the ticket to go. Okay, we spent nice day in La Piedra. So pretty, so nice. I died 3 times.
Yeah, we walked up like how much?
She was like
300
just
stairs?
walking like regular person. I was like,
But there was more people like that. There was always people on the way like,
and she was
just
like
go, I'm resting.
having fun. I was like, what the fuck? But it was nice. It was really nice. How many steps was it? Like 800 something plus?
It was that many? I don't remember, to be honest. But it takes a minute to...
It does.
It's called La Piedra, which literally means like the rock, right?
The rock.
So it's like a huge rock you just climb onto
Yeah.
that they put stairs on.
So okay, so the bus is already, it's not like you get a bus in the station and then you're gonna be dropped off at the station. It's just like you get a bus in the station and they drop you off like in the most random
Gas station.
street like ever. Yeah, gas station or like just like anywhere where they can stop. So we got there, we got to the La Piedra, we went up, went down, we ate. I mean, I ate, she didn't eat.
I was hungry, I don't know. I brought food. I brought food on the bus. Didn't I?
Oh, I don't remember.
I think. But about coming on and off, it was also funny. Like, was it that way when people were just like people that sell something, like some food or
Oh,
drinks,
yeah.
like, they would just like come on the bus, but like the bus was driving. Like they would run and they would open the door, they jump inside the bus
And get out.
They try to sell something, and they, while the bus is driving the regular speed, they're
They're
just
like getting
jump
out. Colombia is not for everyone.
It was that was so funny. I was scared every time that they were like break their leg or something, but they just like flew off. And,
Completely fine.
They're-
Like, this is another day of work.
And they were holding like all the like food and like it was funny.
It was funny.
But yeah, we came back.
We came back. It was time to go back. So again, we didn't like every time we would go out. We didn't take a lot of cash, just because I don't know. And this time I left my card in the room. So I was just like, before we went out, we always would ask like, is this amount enough? And we were like, yeah, no, that's like, that's good. So okay, we got there on a time to get back. We were like, oh, can we pay Apple Pay? And the guy was like, only cash. And I was like, shit, we don't have enough cash.
So then Kim made up a lie that
I
she
didn't know.
thought
Shut
was
up.
not a lie
Shut
at
up.
the moment.
That was not a lie. It wasn't a lie. At the
In
time,
your head,
in my head, I felt so bad. Okay, so I was like, again, with my convincing powers, I told the guy, I was like, please let us in. We don't, like, I have this amount of cash. It's gonna be missing like 20, whatever. We're gonna go, when we get at the station, I'm gonna go to the ATM, withdraw the money, and I would give to the bus driver, right? This is like a great plan. Like, what could possibly go wrong?
And the bus driver was like, yeah. Like,
He was like, yeah, okay, you can do that. That's fine. Like, so okay, we got on the bus. On the way back, I was sitting on the floor of the bus.
Yeah.
Sitting on the freaking floor, like, close to the bus driver. She was, like, standing up. And more like people were standing up, right?
Yeah, it was.
And the ride, it wasn't like 5 minutes ride. It was like 2 hours at least.
Yeah,
no?
something like that. Yeah.
So I was sitting on the floor, and then like, I think when we're like 30 minutes, 40 minutes in,
Kim just looked at me. She was like,
I was thinking, I looked at Johana, I was like, we're fucked.
I was like, what happened? She's like, I don't have the card. I was like,
I left the card in the room. I didn't bring the card. Like, how are we supposed to get off at the station and withdraw the money? I don't have the freaking card. And she was like, oh, relax. I went. From that moment to we get there, I was freaking out, trying to find a freaking solution. It wasn't fine. Like this, you don't do this shit.
Of course not, but it wasn't intentional. Like,
so we had a plan. Like, I was the whole time like, what we're gonna do? We're gonna have to like get off this bus and like run for our lives because we don't have money. We don't have cash. We don't have a card.
But the good thing was we were on the way, so we knew we were gonna get there.
Yeah, but I was like, they're gonna prohibit us from coming to Colombia ever again.
For sure. The bus ride was like $3.
But then the guy that was charging, not the bus driver, there was another guy that was charging people. He was like, he was telling me like every 5 minutes, he was like, so when you get there, you make sure you get the money and give to the bus driver. And then he would tell the bus driver like, this young lady right here, she's the one who owes you like $10, whatever. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna pay you, honey. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm sorry, forget about this money. And I was like, and the bus driver was like, whoosh, her? And I was like, me.
I'm the one who's gonna pay you.
I'm the one who's gonna run off.
It was so funny.
And she was like, don't worry, like, nothing's gonna happen. And I was like, the whole ride left, probably like an hour and a half, an hour, I would say. I was just like, in my mind, being like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, we're fucked. Like, this is not gonna work.
What could possibly, it's not obviously not a nice thing to do. But we didn't mean to do it. And
yeah, I didn't mean
we could do.
Like literally, like, I didn't mean
no money. I would give him my watch, but I didn't even have a watch. I don't wear anything in Colombia. I didn't bring my phone. I didn't bring nothing to Colombia. So like,
we had nothing. And the fun thing is, we had cash in the room. We had card in the room.
Just kept it there.
Like, we had Apple Pay if we could pay. We had like everything. Like, we had the money. We just like didn't have the money with us. So we got to the bus station back again. And I was like, we better run. Like, let's go. I got off, and you were like standing there. I was like, Johana, come.
There was a lot of people coming off the bus.
I left. I was sitting down.
Already paid.
And I was like, let's go. And I felt so bad. We're like, yeah, let's go get a taxi. And
we hopped on the first taxi
before,
outside
like,
the bus.
We could have waited for Uber. We're like, we're not waiting on Uber. We're like, we're getting on the first taxi that we see, and we're leaving this place. And I was like, imagine the bus driver comes after us, just being like, you guys owe me money. That would be so embarrassing. But yeah, we just got off the bus like as if we didn't owe him anything, and we left.
Next time we come back,
I'm gonna give to the next bus driver. I'm gonna be like, here, $50. Take it. He's gonna be like, oh my god, you're so kind.
I know.
But I felt so bad. I felt horrible, honestly. I was like,
it wasn't intentional. That's what's keeping me from feeling so bad for it.
Yeah, it wasn't. Like,
it was nothing we could do.
It wasn't, yeah. But that was scary. I was really scared.
I was looking back because at some point there was a free seat, so you went to sit down.
Yeah,
and I was still like at the front. So I like looked back, and every time I looked back, like I saw your face, like I saw you sweating. Like
I was freaking out because I told him the lie. I was the one who lied. on accident.
It was fine.
But yeah, poor driver.
Try.
Pretty good.
Right?
But that was pretty much about Colombia. Oh no. Okay, let's the best part about Colombia, honestly.
Which one? Oh, the burgers?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I had a lot to say about Colombia too. Like when I almost didn't make the flight home, when our flight got cancelled multiple times.
True.
To the burgers, because that was something else.
It's just like something out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
We are recording an episode at that place.
No, it was. The place was. It was not a restaurant, not a fancy place.
Street place.
It was a street truck that they put up in the middle of the night. We were going back from probably Park de Aras or somewhere, and we just, I don't know, we were so hungry. I think we said early that day that we're gonna come back for the burgers when we go out. So
but the first time we said, we didn't even go there. The first day. We went like the second day.
And we just like stopped by. It looked good, but it didn't look like that special or like it looked normal, like a good burgers that you could do after, party. So we stopped, sat down. It was really cute. It was like right by the main street kinda. So there's a lot of cars, but a lot of people stopping to like pick up a burger. So you know that it was like good kinda, I guess. So we sat down on like a little wooden bricks. It wasn't even like a tables with chairs. It was just like literally like wooden bricks that you could sit on. And we ordered, I don't know, the most common burger I guess they had, or I don't even remember. And what came was just amazing. Like I couldn't even name like the ingredients.
We had like the first bite and we looked at each other. We were like are we in heaven right now?
It was so different from any burger I ever had. Cause
I'm from Brazil and we have pretty like good burgers. But
especially
this
the meat,
one,
no?
like I've never, like in Brazil, I've never ate. Should we have the dessert? Can you have the dessert? Sure. Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah.
No, that was something like it had like a lot of sauces. I guess it had pickles. Did it have pickles? It had like
I think it's just like fresh ingredients.
I guess it was so good. Like it was so
And I think the
different.
burger was like actually meat. No, not just like something to fake it.
It was amazing. Like we were talking with Kim that we could literally fly for just a dinner to like for the burger, because and the burger is what, $5? Not even.
That's
probably $4. And
like
it's like that's a lot of money, but when we live in Miami, we're used to like a different prices.
$20 a burger that
literally
suck ass.
Literally $20, like or you pay $5, but in like a fast food like Bendy's or not even McDonald's. McDonald's even 10 now. I feel like
True.
it's not even that cheap
And it's just
anymore.
like it's just not the same.
So no, when you ever go to Colombia, I don't even know how I would describe the location. It was like at the corner.
Yeah, there's not even a name probably. It's just like in the middle of the street, literally.
But they were there every night, right? The same spot.
It was just like so good. So I miss that. And sometimes she'll text me and be like, you know what I'm craving right now? I'm like, what? She's like, Colombian burger.
Literally, like
I'm like, oh
so
my god,
many times
don't.
I'm hungry. I'm just like
I wish I was in Medellin
trying
right
to
now.
be literally trying to be in Medellin, and
No, the burger was fire. Oof. I was telling that to like every friend, a Colombian friend. I was like, what the fuck is this hamburguesa? Like, what?
it was
really
something
good.
else. Kim, you gotta finish the octopus.
Oh, we did that. I'm so freaking full. You don't like octopus? I can't even say that. Octopus?
I'm not a big fan.
Eat it.
I don't really like octopus.
Try one.
No, I think it's inside this too, no?
I don't know, honestly. Is it? I'm just eating.
This one has like a tail. I'm just eating. That reminds me of one of my ex-teammates in soccer. First time I came to United States, it was a lot of new people. Of course, it was a new school. Everyone was new. So I was just trying to ask questions like that you just ask, right? Like, I don't know, like, what's your name? What sport do you play? She played soccer with me, so I knew. And then probably the next question is like, what grade are you in? Like, are you a freshman? Are you junior? Whatever. So this girl, she was on the soccer team. First time I ever talked to her, I was like, what's your name? Whatever. And then the question came, right? Like the third question. It was like, oh, and what grade are you in? Are you like junior or are you sophomore?
Senior.
And she was like, I don't know. I just go here. I was like, okay, that reminded me of you. It's like, I just eat.
I just eat.
Like,
I don't ask questions. Like,
she was like, she could probably go there for 8 years, and she wouldn't know. She was like,
who's counting?
Yeah, right. Like, I just go here. Like, I don't like count credits or nothing like that. Like, I just come every day.
I just like to waste my time at school.
Like,
Maybe I'm taking math for like the fourth time.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Like, I was so surprised.
Who cares?
It was so funny.
Yes. Thank you. But if you're planning on going to Colombia, just go.
Just go for the burgers.
But I definitely want to go back and just party harder, I think. But I think I'll feel safer if I'm with a guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't feel safe in Miami. And like, I know some people here.
You know what I really liked? I didn't know about before. That was the Mirador. I really enjoyed the.
It was
really
so
sweet. It was
pretty.
really nice, and it was like
Really nice. They
all
have
the
fun
locals
activities.
It was
And the
really cute.
animals, feeding them.
Oh yeah, can watch feeding animals.
It was pretty cute.
It was really nice. Like the place, it was just like in a mountain, on top of a mountain, and you could see the whole Medellin. And we went like, what time was it? Like right when the sun was like settling.
Yeah, like 6. It was about that time, I would say like 5, 6. We
Yeah.
got there. It was really nice.
It was beautiful, and you could see all the lights like when the sun comes down, like all the lights turning on, and like at the end when we were leaving, it was like just like you could see the whole city.
The whole city,
Just-
yeah.
It was so pretty.
So pretty, it is.
I bet there's like more of them. Like,
Oh yeah, I think they have like a couple of Mirador. There was one that my friend actually sent it to me as well, but it was like more to eat. Like,
Okay.
I think it was like churrasco or something, but it looked nice. I think they're all like must look amazing.
yeah, because the way Medellin is like, I don't know how you call it, but it's like on the bottom, and there's mountains like all over it.
Around, yeah.
So you can go anywhere on the mountain, and you're gonna see the whole city down there. So that's what makes it really pretty, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty. You're gonna talk about me leaving you?
Ah, we get which one?
The second one, we already talked about the first one.
There was a couple times when Kim was just like, "All right, how about you? You got it.
We're like, yeah. You
good.
do you.
You do you." Which is fine, but it was funny because I came to Colombia with my broken laptop, which happened to me on such a funny day when I woke up in the morning. My car was hammered by a coconut that fell from a tree.
Okay,
Then I
I'm not
went to
gonna laugh.
Starbucks. I spilled my whole. You saw? Was it the same day? I cried.
Yeah.
Okay. I spilled my coffee all over my laptop. Like you could flip it and it was pouring from the laptop. And then
On top of that,
I got a court order for a traffic violation that I didn't do. And the friend who did it because he borrowed my car refused to pay me or refused to take it on him. Said it wasn't him. Which was funny, and at the end of the day, I was actually in school, and my friend was like, we picked up the post, the mail, and I was just like, I saw the court order, I was like, oh my god, like
What is
Martin,
this?
what is this? And he just like grabs like the traffic violation, is like, I think it's connected to this, and it was just like a red light violation, traffic, like $300 fine, like already overdue, like you have to go to the court. I was like, oh my god,
This is not happening right now.
This is crazy. I came to the where Kim works and I cried. I think I cried. I was so.
I've
like,
never seen her crying. Like, I don't think you ever seen me crying.
No, for sure not.
And I've seen you crying, and I was like, okay, this is serious. Because John is always playing around, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, let me be serious right now. Because she always, like, we're always joking, like, about everything,
For
literally.
real, it was that day was a little too much. Like, it was like thing after thing after thing. Like, my car got destroyed, my laptop got destroyed. That's two. I own two things.
Car and a laptop. And
Car and laptop,
they both
literally.
broke the same day.
The same day, and then I'm going to prison, and I just got my driving license that
I'm going to
Monday.
prison.
I was like, I'm going to prison. I don't have enough money to bail myself out. I don't have no stuff. Like, it was so funny. Anyways, that was the day my laptop broke, and we were going to Colombia like the week after or 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
And so I brought my computer in case they can fix it in Colombia, because they're like, actually they have really nice people working with like technologies, and it's way cheaper than in America. You could probably better get like a new laptop than to fix like an old one. Like it would be the same price. So I brought it there hoping that they would fix it for, you know, low money, but they would fix it good. And so the second or third day I dropped it off at a store, and he was like, okay, we'll fix it, whatever. And then he just kept saying like it's gonna be a little later and a little later. It took 1 and 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and then it was actually the day when we were leaving back to Miami. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna be there at 9 a.m. Our flight was at like what, noon?
I guess so. But the airport was pretty far.
It was pretty far. It was like an hour for sure. So he was like, I'm gonna be at the store at 9. You can pick up your laptop. I didn't fix it, which is fine again, but he just like didn't want to give the laptop back, I felt like. So he was just like pushing it and pushing it and pushing it.
Because he knew we were leaving at that day.
He knew we were leaving, and so he was just trying to push it. And we were there at the store at 9 punto, like we were.
Well, first I called the Uber to the wrong place.
First we came to a different store, but we still were on time.
We were
early. So we were like waiting for him, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna be there in 10 and 15 and 20 and 30.
I'm getting there.
In 9:30, Kim was like, you said it early, but at 9:30 I'm leaving, Johana. 9:30 you stay.
I was like, I'm not waiting.
Do I leave the laptop? I couldn't leave the laptop there. I had everything on that laptop. Even though it was damaged, I was still hoping to at least get the data or something. I was like, okay, Kim, like, you go. 9:30, Kim left. Like, this guy was nowhere to find. Like, he was like, what are we gonna do? How am I gonna get it? Whatever. 9:30, Kim leaves to go to the airport to make the flight to Miami. 9:31, this guy comes with my laptop. I was like, oh my god.
Are you shitting me?
He came, he was like, okay, you go, whatever. Grab the laptop, I run outside looking for you. I thought you didn't get the taxi yet, or Uber. I was like, and my phone didn't work. So I was just like, oh my god, like, where is she at? She has to be here still. So I was looking for you, but I couldn't find her.
I've left. I was like, in my mind, I was like, if we miss this flight, she's not paying back to my flight. I'm gonna have to pay for another flight. Plus, I'm missing another day of work without even submitting a PTO. So I was like, I'm not missing a day of work, and I'm not paying for a whole new flight, because late flights will be so expensive. So I was like, and she's not paying for that flight either. I'm leaving. Like, I'm sorry.
No, it was fine. It was just so funny. Like 9:31, I ran outside. I was like,
turns out the flight got delayed. Like
the flight got delayed. That was the first thing. But the funny thing was how I got to the airport, because I didn't have Uber on my phone. My phone didn't really have any signal or anything like that.
She had Messenger.
Yeah, I had Messenger.
That's all she had.
Whatever. And then I had some. You gave me some cash when you were leaving.
Yeah.
But it was not enough to get to the airport.
That's all I had.
I know.
I was just it was take like, this cash.
It was to maybe get to like the third of something, but you actually have to pay a big tolls when you go into the airport. So I went outside and I went to the line. It was like taxi drivers, and I was like, I have this. Can someone take me to the airport? And they were like, no. They were like, no, we can't take you. Like, the tolls are actually more expensive than what you're trying to pay us. So it wouldn't be worth it, even if we would want to take you for a low rate. And I was like, oh my god. And then there was this one guy. He came to me. He was like, I cannot take you to the airport, but I have a friend who's going to the airport anyways today. So I can take you for this money. You give me everything. I take you there, and he might take you to the airport. I was like, well, I guess it's my only shot. Like, no one, even on the motorcycle, wanted to take me. No drivers, no taxi. I was like, okay, take me to your friend. So I gave him all my money. He took me to the gas station in the forest. He was like, go, and he might be there, whatever. So I went, and it was such a funny thing. It was like a guy who, I guess he was delivering like juices, like he had like Cokes and like cans, a lot of. I think he was driving to the airport to like deliver it to some store at the airport.
Oh, okay.
And he was, and he dropped me off there. He was like, of course, like, come on. And so we actually made it to the airport in such a funny way. I was just like there, like,
and I was like,
squoosh. And we arrived about this. You arrived before me, but
same time, it's just the thing that they delayed the flight. But I don't think even if they didn't delay, you wouldn't miss it. But I was just like, I'm not waiting.
It was funny. But
I've missed one flight in my life, and I got traumatized. There was like one flight to New York. I was going like for 3 days, and my flight got delayed, and I was like,
that's it.
That's not happening again.
Well, we both made it to Miami. and so it all worked out.
It did. It was a fun trip overall, but I think I would say I would feel safer with the guy and like you know allow me to do more things. I think maybe I don't know.
Maybe I've been there a couple times, so for me it was just like
I want to go
it
back
was fun.
and yeah, but they're fun. They're fun.
No, yeah,
And it's
for
like
sure.
so cheap, so I love it.
And the places we went to were like I really liked it, like all
Yeah.
the national parks, all the places. I loved it actually.
Yeah, and the Uber driver, when he was driving us to Comuna 13, he was like, so on this side is the whatever, this edificio that this happened.
It was like a
On
tour
this
guide,
side,
like-
and I was like, nice. He was like giving us like a tour of the city. He was like, so this is the El Mercado, and like
Literally.
further when you see that
It was
that
funny.
building, that is this is it. And that was
It was perfect.
it was so funny.
The trip was so fun. Like I like about Colombia that you have like all the challenges you have to overcome there that are like stressful, I guess, but like it's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun to be there, and you like
Yeah.
live in the moment. I think a lot in Colombia. Like you have to figure things out. So
But it's fun.
it was nice. I enjoyed it.
The burger was just the best part. I was just thinking of the burger. I just ate sushi, but like the burger.
The
oh.
burger with smack. In
Anything
Colombia?
else? No, anything in general.
Anything in general?
No.
Not with you.
All
If
we
you
have,
can't hear anything,
just watch us eating sushi.
that's
Enjoy.
really- the whole time. Like, and like for next episode, we're bringing new microphones,
Oh,
upgrading heavily.
where you think we should do the next episode? We for sure gotta do one at your pool because I really want to get some tan. But it depends how the weekend is.
Now the weather doesn't look so good.
Well, yesterday was nice. It's just
Yesterday,
today. It's just like I don't know what happened today. But you know, in Miami, tomorrow is gonna be like 100 degrees again.
But it's actually supposed to be like this for like a week or two,
Yeah?
so you can wear your boots. You should show off your boobs. I mean,
Boobs?
men boobs.
I can't.
I don't know if you take it. Yeah.
Guys, I was telling her like I have these boots. I wore them like maybe 5 times, 6 I would say. I can count. But I bought them for a Halloween party for costume I had. Me and Arthur.
What costume was it?
Do you know Timmy and Turner?
That's like a cartoon, no?
Yeah.
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 I think,
so. You know
yeah.
Timmy, and what's her name? This one girl that he likes, and like he's like short and she's like
So you
tall.
were the girl?
Yeah, and Archie was the guy.
Ah, that's cute.
Yeah, he was really nice. Oh my god, that looks delicious.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I want to take a picture of that too. Thank you. So I bought for that, and then after that I was just like, I'm not gonna wear this again because it's Miami. I was right. So now every time it is cold, it's like my chance to wear my boots.
Your boobs.
My boobs. This is the best dessert ever. So should we finish things and then we eat?
I think so because
We're gonna do that because now things about to get messy right here. It's not cute seeing us eating this thing. It's just like super good. So we're just gonna enjoy ourselves.
Exactly.
But it was just nice looking back through our Colombian trip. It was really fun.
It was really fun, and I appreciate Kim coming with me. Again, we appreciate Sushi
You're
Sake.
welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Yeah, no, thank you, Sushi Sake. Miami Lakes. Best location, best food, best service. People are really nice. Yeah, and we will see you guys next episode of Missmatching. Yeah. And if you have any suggestions or like any place we should record or any topic we should talk about, just leave in the comments and we will see what we can do.
Exactly. I'll see you next time. Next Wednesday.
Peace.